Are you looking to keep sound out of your home recording studio? Like if you have a noisy neighbor that you don't want to pick up in your recordings? Or maybe you need to keep the sound inside the room, like if you're practicing your new drum set. In this video, I'm going to share how I solved the problem of sound coming through the windows of my home video studio. Of course, this solution only works if you're okay no longer looking out the window. So if you need your windows to still be open and have light coming through, there's another option. I'll put a link in the description. I have a friend who did this. He's got a music studio and he needed to leave his windows open. And essentially what it is a press-in frame. It's custom made for every window. And it gives you another layer of thick material and no air cracks around the outside. It's a little bit expensive, but you can check that out down in the description. But today what we're going to do is just block out the window 100%. So I started out with a trip to Home Depot where I got these rubber sealants. This is the extra small gaps because this is just going to seal the gap between the fiberboard that we're putting up and the window. And I got this, it's fiberboard. It's a soundproofing material. And I found this in the insulation section at Home Depot. I can't even find it on their website. But it's called Blue Ridge fiberboard, and it's meant for soundproofing. It's about a 1/2 inch thick, and they come in 4x8 sheets. And it's kind of like a particle board, but it's really light. So the sound just kind of, it can't vibrate. The vibrations don't make it through. And typically this is used during construction. Like they would put this behind the plaster, behind the drywall to be able to stop the sound from coming through walls, but we're going to use it on the window today. So I started out at Home Depot and I had the measurements here for my window, and I actually had Home Depot cut this down. This is really easy to cut material and it's really light. You can cut this with a handsaw or you could cut it with a circular saw, but I was able to just give Home Depot my measurements and have them cut it for me. They did that for free. And now I'm going to install it. First thing I'm going to do is install around the edges this the rubber seal, and I'm going to install this up against my foam board because then when I take this down, it's not stuck to the window, but it's going to give me that seal. Okay, so you can see here that I've taken this this rubber strapping here, this gasket, and you just peel off one side and stick it to the fiber board. And what I've done, I've gone around about 1 inch inside along the top and the 2 sides, and I've actually put it on the bottom edge here because what it's going to do, this is an older house, so it's going to rest on the sill here, but it's going to be up against the face here. So your situation may be a little bit different. Just figure out how you're going to be able to seal it against the existing window and put your seal there. Now the next thing I'm going to do is just screw these in. I've got some drywall screws. These things are really light. I'm just going to put 4 screws in and I'm going to put them in the corners, and I just don't want to put a bunch of holes in my window because I'm going to have to fix that at some point in time when I pull this down and use this room for a different purpose. But right now let's just stick with some little screws and pop those in the corners. So I ended up putting in 7 screws here. So I put them in the corners and then 1 along each edge, just because this was kind of feeling like it was not sitting like sealed. And I can already hear the difference in this room because there's actually 2 things, something I hadn't really thought about. One is there's much less noise coming in from the outside. I can already hear the construction site is less loud. I can hear that it's coming from in front of me, coming from in the door where the camera is right now. And the other window is still not done. But the second thing is this stuff is also really good at absorbing those sound waves from bouncing. So this is working very similar to the foam that I've got on the wall and now instead of having a hard surface here, I've got a soft surface. So this is a really simple project that you can do, and it's cheap. I want to say this is like per window maybe 20 bucks worth of materials, and simple as screwing it in and having Home Depot cut it. Now you might have to go to a bigger Home Depot. I had to go to a big Home Depot to find this stuff. It might not be in some of the smaller Home Depots, but the name of it is Blue Ridge Fiber Sound Stop. So watch for that, and you might, if you wanted this to look better, I thought about doing this, but I want to just get it done so I can start shooting videos again. I would probably cover this up with a fabric, just any kind of fabric from a fabric store. And also might look nicer from the outside too if this was fabric covered. I'm not sure exactly how I would deal with that seal there. Actually, it would probably seal pretty well with the fabric in between anyway. So hope you enjoyed this. On this channel, I bring you all sorts of information about how small businesses can use video to grow, especially solopreneurs and coaches and authors. And this is one of those great examples of building a home studio so that you can produce video on a regular basis and be able to share your content with the world. So if you're up for more videos like that, press the subscribe button now. Down in the description below, I've got a link to those clear window inserts. They're called Indo Windows. If you enjoyed watching this video, then press that thumbs up icon below to let me know that you found it helpful. Thanks for watching.